Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. So, God has been downloading a lot in my spirit. And so I was asking him, what do you want me to share? What do you want me to share with your children? So, he's been putting the word favor in my spirit. And ironically, I came across a video on YouTube yesterday. I think her name is Shantia. And she had a prophetic message about 31 days of favor from God. You all should definitely check out her video. And God was reminding me and placing it on my heart to share my story about his divine favor in my life that actually occurred pretty recently. So in college, I had a couple credit cards, and if you've been off to school, like you already know, especially when you're a full-time student, you normally cannot work. And if you want to do anything off of campus, like go out to eat with friends or go to the mall, just extracurricular activities, normally you don't have the funds to do so. So I had credit cards. So I used credit cards, and plus my mom was a single parent, so just funds were just really, really tight. God definitely got me through college. But anyway, so I racked up that debt. And so when I graduated college, I had a plan in my mind, like, you know what? I'm going to get a good job. I'm going to make money, and I'm going to make a plan to pay off my debt, because having that credit card debt, for y'all that know we have credit card debt, it just feels like a never-ending cycle. It just feels like a never-ending cycle. And so as I continue to go on, I just realized, no matter how much I paid towards this debt, with the interest rates and everything, it was just increasing. And it's like, no matter how much money I made, I just could not get this debt paid off. So as I began getting closer to God and learning how to pray and asking for favor in situations, I was like, you know what, God, I'm going to give this debt to you. I don't know how you're going to do it, but some way, somehow, you are going to pay or get my credit card debt paid off, or some type of way. I don't know how. Sure enough, 7 years passed, which is this year's when it happened. About 7 years passed, and not only did I come across a prophetic message that I'm going to tell y'all about, but I also learned how to begin to pray about favor. So I came across praying for favor in a devotional with Joyce Meyer. And even though I feel like I'm a pretty good prayer, I feel like I pray, pretty consistently, and I make prayer requests and things like that, prayers can become a little mundane and it can become just a lot of repetition. And so reading that devotional taught me how to specifically pray about just asking God to grant me favor in that situation. So I gave up my credit card debt to God when I learned how to pray about that. And not only that, I came across a prophetic message maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago about debt being removed. I think it's Prophetess Mimi. So I came across her video, not thinking nothing of it. She was talking about, she was just sharing God's prophetic message about he's getting ready to remove some of his children's debt. And when I saw it, I was like, that's going to be me. I don't know when, I don't know how, but that's going to be me. God going to do it. So I went about my day. I ended up checking my mailbox. Per usual, I just check my mailbox weekly. I just happened to check it that day. I opened up a letter, and it was a letter from a federal company about wanting to pay off my debt. Pretty much wanted to put me on a plan to remove half of my debt and to help me get it paid off within the next year or so. I was like, God, I know this you. I know this is your divine favor. Oh my goodness. I just felt so grateful in that moment. I had been praying for years, several years. And like I said, I had a little faith when I first started praying about it. But once I surrendered it and gave it up to God, I was like, he gonna take care of it. I'm not gonna stress about this. He gonna take care of it. So I hope this is encouragement to go and sit with God. Bring your circumstances and your situations to him and ask him for his favor in your situation, and he will do it. And I believe when you ask him for his favor and you surrender it to him, he is going to come through for you. And I believe that he's granting his children favor before the end of this year. So I come into agreement with you that whatever you're asking him for favor in, that he will come through for you. All right, y'all. Have a good evening. Bye.